Hey folks, in this video we're going to be showing you how to do dumbbell bench press the right way and discussing differences between incline, flat press and a decline press and what to do, what not to do, when to use each one and why. So let's start off with the decline bench press. So on a decline bench press you are going to get more range of motion, and for some folks they're actually stronger on a decline because they can bring in their lats more. Not for everyone, but for some folks who are able to use their lats and enhance the lat position, decline can certainly help with accentuating the range and increasing the amount of the stability through the lats. But again, poor technique doesn't really help anything. So let's begin with Liam. He's got the dumbbells in the hand. As I said, we're going to be showing you dumbbells. So let's just do a normal bench press to begin, Liam. So most folks, when they're going to the gym, they're doing pronated, they're not even rotating at all. They're doing this kind of bench press here. So in doing that kind of bench press, you're going to be putting a lot of load and stress on the anterior delt. So it's not a great way to bench press. For most of the time, you are going to be able to handle, I suppose, max load. It's going to reduce the amount of range of motion, which is again is going to make you be able to handle the bigger dumbbells. But for most part, dumbbell pressing isn't about necessarily using the most amount of weight. It's more about doing it properly, right? So what you want to do is, again, as we've said in previous videos, is you want to push your chest up as high as you can. You want to bring the lats down into the armpit because the lats are a shoulder stabilizer. And as we do this, we are going to rotate through. So as we rotate, it's going to stretch the pec and push up nice and hard, and up we go. And you can see when Liam does this, the enhancement of his chest as he's doing that. You can really see his pecs working because the pec doesn't do this function, the pec rotates. So when we're doing a dumbbell, we want to use all of the pec, not just part of the pec. So now we're really using the pecs. As he rotates, he comes down. So this is a rotating grip. And that's not to say that you can't use the other grips. Of course you can, but if you're wanting for a full range of movement, you're going to be rotating. The other common way that we use at Enterprise Fitness on a press is a neutral grip. So Liam puts his hands here and just press like that, Liam. So there's a neutral grip, which is really great for a lot of pressing and for a lot of clients. This is where we might start clients with. But again, in terms of building the base, and again, you want to think of all training as a pyramid. At the top, you've got your highly specific work. At the bottom is your preparation work. So the most preparation work you can do with the dumbbells is the rotating grip, but I suppose above that is just a simple neutral grip. So we'll get Liam to sit up. So now we're moving to the flat bench. And again, same rules apply with the flat bench. We don't have as much range of motion here. So Liam's going to grab the dumbbells, lie down, same principles apply. Again, with the variations of this, we're just going to reiterate before Liam lies down. There's the 3 variations which we're going to show you. He's going to do 1 rep of each so you can see. You've got your standard where most guys and girls at the gym are just repping out. They're not very good form. They're not stable. Their elbows are too flared. They're not bringing it in. There's a lot of load going through the anterior delt. It's how you don't want to be bench pressing. Then there's the variation with neutral, where again a lot of work will be done from that, and then the variation where we're really using most of the pec and preparing the body through a whole range of motion, which is the rotating handles, which isn't used anywhere near enough. And again, we do use that a lot with our clients. And again, for the most part, people will be weaker when using a rotating grip, and that's okay. But again, it's like building the base with everything. We want to build range of motion, get people strong through a full range of motion, then start to whittle away the range of motion and increase load. So for example, we go then from rotating grip to say just normal hammer grip, and then say to a bench press. So Liam, or a barbell bench press I should say. So Liam, lie down for us. Let's see how Liam does the exercise. Let's start with a bad range of motion first. So just 1 rep. Again, that's how most guys are doing it. You can see his his anterior delt rather, really working away when he does that. All right, a rep with just neutral. So bring your hands in neutral. And again, you can see the minute he does that, his lats, just through moving, are more stable. And again, you've got to remember the lats are a shoulder stabilizer. So this is a really great one if you've got any shoulder injuries or your shoulders are a bit niggly, that kind of thing. This is a great position to be in. It can even be a little bit more neutral. And again, that's just going to enable the lats to switch on and stabilize the shoulder and chest up. Now do it with a full rotating grip. So the full rotating grip is going to enable his pecs for a full stretch and back up, which again increases the range of motion and creates a great pyramid or great base of the pyramid so he can get stronger and really do his best work. And it also it's going to stretch out his pecs too, and it allows for strength through a full range of motion and a full range of function through the pecs. That's really great, Liam. And finally, we have the incline dumbbell bench press. Generally speaking, we're going to set this up either at a 15 degree or a 30 degree. Anything above that, say 45 degree, you really started getting into more of a shoulder press kind of movement rather than really utilizing the pecs. But again, it's not to say that's bad. Certainly you can use those degrees of range of motion, but if we are focusing on pecs, we're going to use 15 to 30 degrees range, 30 degree incline on the dumbbell bench press. So Liam's going to grab that, and again, just reiterating all the technical points that we've spoken about before. Hips are going to be glued to the bench. We don't want the hips coming off at all. Feet always planted down, and you can bring your toes and feet underneath your knees to enable some hip drive in that as well, but again, keeping the hips down. As Liam lies back, again, let's just do 1 rep as most gym bros are doing it with the anterior delts. We don't want to be doing that. Again, we can use the neutral grip here, so it brings his hands forward. Again, if you do have any shoulder issues, again, that's going to enable the lats easier. It's going to be enable the lats to easier get into position and stabilize. And then finally, the range of motion that's going to increase the range of motion, the way to do it that increases range of motion is the rotating grip. So I really like rotating grip for dumbbells because again, it accentuates the range of motion and develops strength for the full range of the way the pec functions, not just from the movement, but you're training the function of the pec, which is also to rotate. So that's a really good way that again builds a nice solid base to then do other exercises from, say for example, the barbell bench press. So it's not to say that you necessarily have to, and world-class benches are using this exercise. I mean, they're already established, but for the general folk who are wanting to develop full range of strength or full range of motion, doing your dumbbell bench press like this is going to protect your shoulders above all and develop the way the pec should develop. So great stuff here. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Are there any other technical exercises or exercise tutorials that you'd like us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. And also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Enterprise Fitness Melbourne, and ring that bell to ensure that you get all of our new videos and updates. We've got some great videos on nutrition, supplements, great interviews with some world-leading experts in our series called The Wolf's Den. Till next time, folks, train hard, supplement smart, and eat well.